All right, everybody. I want to say thank you to everybody that helped throughout the week with the insane volume that we had. And I hope that your experience was not stressful. If you didn't experience stress, we did good. There's a lot of stress that goes into making the operation work when we have a huge ramp up, okay? So we went from a low count of routes of, I think like 40 maybe, to 68 in like a 5-day period. That is an insane amount of work. You have to get all those assets. You have to coordinate all the driver schedules. You have to, fulfill all the needs of the drivers when they have a problem. And that's a lot of work. But what I thank you guys the most for is the attitudes that everybody had up at the station when the station staff was stressed out, right? Normally, the DSP staff is stressed out, the drivers are stressed out, the station is stressed out, and guess what that leads to? A logistics breakdown, right? Now I told them I'll handle my side. I will handle my people and make sure that we are being the best professionals that we can be when we are out on the pad up there. And somebody comes at us with attitude, and I know it happened. Nobody reported it, but I know it happened. I heard from a bird, okay? But what I did find out was that my drivers bit their lip. They didn't tell anybody. They probably should have told one of the managers, but maybe they didn't think it was that big of a deal. Maybe they understood that that person was under a lot of stress. And if that is the information that my drivers understand, we are doing very well. And we should always try to be the best professionals that we can be in every aspect of our job, on the clock and off the clock. You should always be a professional in everything that you do and accomplish every task at the best of your professional ability. And when you make a mistake, as I did last week, you own up to it. Mistake I made, so I ran out of vans. What happened? I had to get U-Hauls. And that is extremely embarrassing for me. So, because I wanted to give you guys the best tools that you need to succeed. Now, are those vans bad? Can you get your job done in them? Yeah, you can, but it's not as cool as the normal vans that you drive, the normal vans that you're familiar with. So that made my anxiety level go up because I'm worried because they're unfamiliar with those types of vans. When we're unfamiliar with something, what happens? That's dangerous. That's not safe, right? Because your muscle memory is built on how you operate your vehicles day in and day out. And when I throw a wrench into your operation, whether it's my fault or not, I try to plan ahead so that you don't experience that. We're talking like 6 months ago, I'm thinking about this, right? Putting plans into place, contacting vendors. Sorry, John, we ain't got no vans. What are you talking about? It's August. I'm trying to get vans in October for August, in August. And there's no vans. That's not cool. All right? You got to make sure you plan ahead so that you guys have the tools that you need to succeed. When you arrive to work here, the goal for our management team and our fleet staff is to ensure that you have those tools that you need to succeed and your vans are safe to drive and your routes are set up for you, your carts are staged, and everything's supposed to go smoothly. You all know that everything does not go smoothly, especially when you amplify the number of routes, the number of problems exponentially increases. It doesn't just go up 1 for 1. It goes up 3 for 1, 4 for 1. And what does that leave for me? Well, I'm not going to let you drive a van that is unsafe to drive. I'm not going to give you tools that are unsafe to use. So I don't go home till the job's done. And that amounts to about 16 hours a day usually in the 2 weeks leading up to it. I don't care because I'm not going to let anybody drive a van that's unsafe to drive. And the representation that this team made up there was felt far and wide. And I am incredibly proud of that. You guys did your part, and I want to thank all of you for that. You guys did a tremendous job, and we got peak season coming up. We're heading into a valley right now. Roots are dipping already, okay? But don't think that that tidal wave isn't coming. That's just the tide going out. So I want you to mentally prepare yourselves for what starts at the end of November. I know it's just October now, and that's a lifetime away. But if you're thinking about what's going to happen during that time, I can give you a basic level of expectation, okay? You got a little taste of it last week. Your vans are very full, okay? The carts are probably not going to be staged on time, or they're going to be in the wrong spots, or they're going to be mislabeled or mixed up. That's the nature of the beast. Logistics system is a house of cards, okay? And anything can pull one of those cards out of the bottom and the whole house comes crashing down onto the ground. The cool thing is about logistics is that you can identify what caused that card to fall out, and you can put a mechanism in place to prevent that from happening again. There are certain things that we cannot control. We don't control what the station does. We do have an influence on them, and we can impact them and work together, say, hey, I'll do this if you do that. And we do that, and that's how that relationship with our customer is supposed to be. That station and those members inside of it, those are our internal customers. I serve them, just like you all are my customers and I serve you. Any one of you can call me at any time, and you know that. And I did have a driver call me a couple days ago and explain a very serious personal problem that was affecting his work. Thank God he called me, right? Because how am I supposed to know why one of my tenured drivers is suddenly doing, you know, things that are making his performance go down, or maybe. Thank you. That was good. That was good. She knows me. All right, guys. You guys got any questions? Remember, you're not out there by yourself, and if you need help, you call somebody. We'll be there in a jiffy. You know what to do. Go to your vans. Have a safe day. Don't forget to eat food, drink water, and deliver smiles.